Hello, everyone. We're excited to bring you another edition of Talk Tissue. Today, we're so excited to talk to Valerie Bussieres, the VP of Marketing for the Tissue Product Division of Cascades. Valerie, how are you?
I'm good. I'm good.
Yeah, Valerie, it was great just catching up here for a few minutes and just talking about the different products and innovations that go along with the tissue industry. As most people watching, there's not a lot of innovation around the product that you can physically see. It's always a behind the scenes. So recently, Cascades made the announcement of a new product, Fluff and Tuff, which I understand is not so new, maybe in Canada, but the promotion around it, and I just like to get to know a little bit more about it from your end. So can you give us some insight as to what it takes to develop a new product as the VP of marketing? Can you walk us through why a new product and how we got to the point of Fluff and Tough?
Absolutely. Cascades Fluff and Tuff is a brand that's been around since 2017 in the Canadian market. And recently we introduced a new product called Cascades Fluff Excellence, a new bathroom tissue. So when it's time to launch a new product in your range, what's super important and even more for a retail product is to always start with having the consumer in mind. So we started thinking about this product, looking at our research, and our research said that consumers, they don't want any compromise when it comes to selecting their bathroom tissue. They want it all. They want softness, they want strength, they want thickness, and who doesn't want to compromise? So
Yes.
that's the insight that we started from for this new product. So after having your consumer insight, as a marketing team, what we do is we look at the market. So what is out there, what's in our own portfolio, and where is the gap? What can we do differently to really meet that consumer need that doesn't want to compromise? So from there, we found that there wasn't a potential to develop a product that would really ally those three elements together. So we went into the steps of really looking and talking to our expert and defining the product attribute, and trying to work with the different people at the mill to understand how can we develop a product that would have all those three products together. So once you understand your insight, look at the market, define the product attribute that you want. After that, it's the fun starts. So it's the moment of planning your trials, really defining how you're going to make it happen in your production mills. And finally, when everything works, we jump into strategy, how we're going to present it and promote it and prepare the launch.
So, I mean, that the way you spelled it out there and where you were explaining it was maybe a minute. How long did it take? Years? Was it years, months?
Depending on the type of products we're developing, I would say that it would take between 10 to 18 months to bring a product to market. It's
Okay.
always going to depend on the complexity. Sometimes it goes well the first time. Sometimes you have to run a couple trials to get to what you want. So I
Yeah.
would say between 10 and 18 months, it was in that range for Fluff
Okay.
Excellence.
10 to 18 months. And you mentioned Fluff and Tough came out of the demand from the customer. The customer doesn't want to compromise on the product. And I totally understand that. It's we want the best for the least price. And finding that sweet spot, is very interesting and very hard to do when you have competitors constantly offering and changing their products as well. So, can you explain a little bit about the name Fluff and Tough? I mean, I get it,
Mhm.
but
Yeah.
was it market research? Was it, you know,
Yeah, well, again, starting from the insight that as a consumer, you really want your bathroom tissue to be soft,
yeah,
comforting. We develop a cute little bunny that we
yes,
call Fluff. And then when you think of paper towel, Tough is our bunny for our paper towel. So when you
um,
think of paper towel, you want a product that is strong and also that can help you clean up all the messes. So this is the perfect combination. And from there, we developed the two bunny that we have on our branding.
yes. No, I like that. I like that a lot. So makes a lot of sense. You mentioned a little bit about the coordination with the mill and converting and some of the trials. From my understanding, this is currently only available in Canada, correct? This is just for
Correct.
Canadian consumption. Okay, perfect. Because you do have converting facilities and mills in the United States as well, and offer different products for that market as well. Is there plans to expand into the United States, or just for right now, is it just Canadian?
Right now, it's only Canadian. We always have in the back of our minds to look at the possibility to have it everywhere. It may be something that will come in the future, but for the moment, we're focusing on the Canadian market, driving awareness and for our consumers.
So how has it been so far with the market reception? How's the sell through, all that stuff?
Yeah, great question. Like you mentioned in the introduction, we brought this product to the market with a strong marketing plan, and our goal really was to touch many different touch points in our communication. So we did, at first, we did a launch of our product on social media with influencers, on TV advertising, and also we had our products available to put in the hand of our consumers in different events that we were doing. And so far, the reception is fantastic. Everyone is really liking the feel of the product. They find it very soft. They love the thickness as well. Earlier in the year, when we presented it to our retailers as well, there was a very, very strong and positive outcome from all the messages that we had from retailers and also consumers. So we're super excited.
Well, that's really cool. I have to ask about the influencer portion because tissue is not the sexiest product, as we know, toilet paper. What was the decision to go the influencer route? We haven't seen very much of that in the United States. Can you talk a little bit more about that?
It's a great question. Actually, I think every product have the potential to be in the hand of the consumer. Everyone is a consumer for bathroom tissue. And I think back in COVID, we saw that everyone has a strong attachment to their bathroom tissue. Just remember when everyone went and bought some bathroom tissue. So it's the same for our product. One element that is strong for Cascades in Canada is that our brand is well recognized and consumers really are attached to the Cascades brand. So for us, it was really natural to put our product in the hands of influencers. And also, it's an opportunity to have your product known by a different group, a different audience, and in a different way. So so far, great reception on that front.
Yeah, no, very cool. This is the first time I've heard of the influencer route in the marketing department for toilet paper specifically and paper towels. So I'm curious to see how that develops because you're right. The influencer is also a consumer of the product and they represent, whatever generation you're trying to go after. And they bring along their followers and it just brings more exposure to it. So it definitely doesn't hurt. So what can we see from Cascades in the future in terms of marketing? What does the future hold for Cascades?
I think one of the elements you have to do when you're in marketing is to always think 2 steps ahead. So I always, with my team, have a few projects on the back burners, always looking at consumer insights and look and try to be ahead of time to make sure that we meet all their needs. So there's definitely a few projects that we're working on, and we want to continue to feed our brand and to meet the needs of our Canadian consumers, that's for sure.
Yeah, no, that's a good tease. That's a good way to leave it. Continue to follow Cascades and continue to follow us for further updates on all their different product offerings. Tissue Online will be hosting its first in-person event in Green Bay. We hope that Cascades can join and participate and maybe share some insights with the rest of the audience. Valerie, thank you so much for the time and for introducing us to Fluff and Tuff and giving us some insight into how a product gets developed. Appreciate it.
Thank you so much. It was a pleasure.
Thank you, Valerie.